The Ugandan opposition leader and former presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, known as Bobi Wine, was arrested and later released by the police without charge.
The Ugandan opposition leader and former presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine, was arrested and later released by the police without charges. He was leading a team of his party's MPs in the capital, Kampala, to complain about the arrest and disappearance of supporters before and since January's election. Police arrested Mr. Kyagulanyi near a public square in the capital and then drove him back to his home outside Kampala.
We are not fighting you officers. We are demanding you to do your constitutional duty, okay? To keep law and order, to respect life.
Earlier, the Ugandan police had warned that it will not hesitate to arrest and charge in court of law anyone found participating in the illegal protest and disruption. Shortly after he was released, he tweeted via his official Twitter handle that his home is now surrounded by police and the military. Many of Bobi Wine's supporters were arrested by the Ugandan police before, during and after January's presidential votes, which saw longtime leader Yoweri Museveni declared the winner with 58% of the vote, while Bobi Wine garnered 35%. Bobi Wine alleged that the results were fraudulent and claimed there was widespread ballot box stuffing, casting ballots for people, and chasing voters away from polling stations.
Thank you very much for turning up to vote. Thank you very much for giving me your trust, for voting me, electing me as your president, because I know you voted for me to be your president. And I know that we won. We won according to the declaration forms that we were able to collect, up to 25,000 declaration forms, and those that we could not access, including the ones that were, confiscated from us and from our agents by soldiers and the police. Where we didn't get declaration forms, we relied on those that came from the Electoral Commission, even when we don't trust them. So according to our tally, our finding is that we won with 54.19%. In the face of all the rigging, we are aware, as you watched the military police officers critiquing all available ballot papers in favor of General Museveni. At many polling stations, the voters reached but were told that the election was not taking place. Some were told that they could only vote for their members of parliament and go back home. They could not vote for the president. So in the face of all those irregularities, I am proud that you Ugandans asserted your voices very solidly. And therefore, I am confident to inform you, ladies and gentlemen, that we won. We won this election. Of course, as you know, General Museveni, using the military, police, and all other institutions of state, rigged this election, albeit brainlessly, but they rigged it. We are all aware that the Electoral Commission announced the results before even actually counting. That explains why they every now and then put up contradicting declaration forms, trying to justify their rigging. So I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for turning up and voting, and most importantly, voting for change.
Protests in Uganda have taken brutal dimensions before and during the last election. Demonstrations against Wine arrest in November during the election campaign were brutally dispersed by security forces, leading to the death of 54 people. Kamil Sadiq, CBA TV.